I think in time, the result of one fight will not overcome everything I've done in this sport. But the reality is, for me, I do need to win this fight. Because if you look at all the things that I've done in my career, I've done it all outside of beating John Jones. It's the last thing for me to do. And, yeah, it's very important. I need to win this fight on Saturday night as much as anybody else sitting up here.
Man, I'm just excited to be here. Guys, first of all, thank you guys so much for being here. Yes, yes, yes. California, what's up? I'm just glad to be here, man. I'm grateful, man. It's been a long road to get back to where I am today. A lot of effort, a lot of things that you guys haven't seen. I've done a lot to get back here today. I'm just so excited to be here, and got a super great feeling, man. Done everything right. Got the strongest team around me that I've ever had before. And we believe we're going to get the job done like we always do.
Well, the other day, John about cried on the press conference because I had accused him of using steroids. But if I do feel he did try to cheat, yeah, I do. Why can I not say what I feel? I can say whatever I want. If I believe it in my heart, then I will say it. And yes, I do believe he's done it for a long time. So I don't care. You've got a pretty loud voice there, buddy. Good job.
How long do you think I've been doing steroids?
What's that?
How long do you think I've been doing steroids?
Well, you're probably about, well, you've earned a title fight, you know, so I imagine you're about 3-0 in the UFC, so those first few fights. Ovent St. Preux, Guzmão, and Forrest Bonner, or whatever his name is. What's that guy's name that he beat? Stephan Bonner. Stephan Bonner. Those 3 fights is when you didn't do steroids. But everything else in the middle is eliminated.
When I started powerlifting 4 days a week, and I started, you know, with these chicken-ass legs with my bad genetics, I started deadlifting 600 pounds, squatting 500 pounds. USADA was in full effect. So how did I get away with that?
You did. I'm not saying you did it last year versus Ovent St. Preux. You were clean last year when you fought Ovent St. Preux.
When I was the biggest ever.
That's why you look like you look.
How do I look?
You're a bum. That's why you looked like a bum last time.
How do I look, DC?
Hey, all that's all just, hey, listen, that's all just for show. That's all just for show. I don't care about that.
Who looks like a junkie here today?
Hey, that's just all for show. You can show your six-pack.
Who looks like a junkie
here today? You can just show your six-pack. That's fine. That's all for show.
Who looks like a junkie here today?
I look like a...
I'm like a crackhead with a suit on.
What's that?
You look like a crackhead with a suit on.
I could look like a crackhead with a suit on, but I've never been a crackhead like you, though. So you can say I look like one, but I've never been one. I've never been one.
Oh, man, it's been awesome. You know, I got thrown into... became a multimillionaire when I was 23 years old. And that can do a lot to someone who's never prepared for that type of lifestyle. You know, I grew up with the bare minimum. And then I find myself with the whole world in the palm of my hand, with all types of options. And I didn't do right by it. And you know, I think my talent and my brand, it grew faster than my character and me as a person. And so having this last 2 years pretty much off, I really got to take a step back and look at my career and look at this organization as a fan, look at where I was in the position. And what I've concluded was I didn't take anything seriously. I mean, I was winning fights while partying, right? And I just started to think, like, you know, I just started taking everything for granted, and I started making mistakes. So it's been great to take a step back and to reevaluate things and prioritize and to realize how much this sport means to me, how much this position means to me. And today I feel like a much better version of myself. I feel like I just feel great. I feel rejuvenated.
Well, I think we've one thing that we have done over social media is exactly what we do when we're in each other's presence. It's just another platform to really get after your opponent. And you know, he kind of put it out there that that's what it was, and that's why he didn't fight last year. So why not make fun of it? I mean, he makes fun of some of the things that I have done, you know, like the Olympics and the NCAA tournament and all these accomplishments that I've had in my life. And it's fine because it's all out there. So if it's out there, then it's fair game. So, yeah, I make fun of his limp noodle. I feel pretty good, but we'll bring a towel just in case.
That's just not funny, bro.
I feel great.
Technically, you should have gave 20% of your purse to your opponent. Technically, you should have gave 20% of your purse to your opponent because you did not make weight.
I made weight.
You can forever say that you are the 206.2 pound champion of the world.
Hey, listen, there are a lot of things that you shouldn't be sitting up here right now for all the shit that you've done. So you sit up there on your high horse. How the can you judge? You have no room to judge nobody. You sit there with your mouth shut before I walk over there and smack the shit out of you.
Ooh. But we all know he won't do that, right? Are you mad, Daniel? The truth will set you free.
If I don't get there, you've seen time and time again, something will get there. You can always say
confidently that I am the only ever 206.2 pound champion of the world. You'll always have that title.
I didn't think that he could take me down as he did. Also, it wasn't just that. I mean, he did a good job of working my body very early in the fight. You know, he stayed the course over 25 minutes. There were a lot of things that he did well and things that I didn't do very well to lose the fight. But in terms of the wrestling, he did do a little bit better than I imagined. And also, I didn't really defend as hard as I could at times. You know, when he'd push me against the fence, I would kind of relax in there, as you saw me do with Rumble Johnson. And he would lock his hands. He's got long arms. A guy like that locks his hands behind your back. It's going to take you down most times. So I did underestimate him a little bit. But, again, you learn from every experience. And these are things that I will not do on Saturday night.
I'm not going to sit here and lie to you and think I enjoy someone jumping on my back and constantly defending the shots, but that's what you do. You know, it makes me a better martial artist because had I not been presented an opportunity to compete against him, I would have dug down deep in the jiu-jitsu background, learning how to defend, learning how to get ready for all these different positions, and the same thing with Stephen Thompson. So in hindsight, it actually is making me a better martial artist. You know, I was always open to this fight. It's not like he won 7 fights in a row and he came by surprise, like I didn't know he was coming up. So I think that's, I wouldn't say that's 100% factual that, I wasn't interested in fighting him. I just wanted to fight. I didn't want to take a break. I didn't want to wait until the end of the year. And I felt like as a challenger, you step up and you fight. And that's why we fighting Saturday.
When we get the notice for the fights 5 weeks before, I was kind of wondering. But then, we were with our team and we talked and we said, this can be, the only chance that we have. Let's take this chance. And thanks God, I'm very good, that the camp went really well. We were afraid that we knew we couldn't make any mistakes in this camp. We couldn't. When you have like a 10-week camp, you can make some mistakes and correct during the way. But right now for this camp, you couldn't. Actually, we had like 4 weeks of training and the fight week. So, that's what we did. Was very intense, but everything worked really well, and my team was great and everything was great.
That is the plan as of the last time that I talked.
They're going to ask to fight Bisping because George don't want to fight me.
What'd you say?
They're going to ask to fight Bisping because George doesn't want to fight me.
Listen, the Bisping ship has sailed. It's gone. If you win on Saturday, it's going to be you, pal.
And the other part, I think my camp, I did really happy. I think he cut from back to my division. I think he changed my mood every day. I go train happy, and my team really happy with me. And I feel great. I feel ready. And Saturday night is gonna be my day.
To be honest, I'm just happy to be here, and I think that this is definitely my time in my career. I think I'm at the top of my game. I think the beginning of my career was like, it took me a while to catch on and figure out what kind of fighter I am, and I definitely think this is the right time in the right spot, and I feel like I'm in the right weight class at 135, and if you're in the right weight class, you can go down 10 pounds, you can come up 10 pounds either way, and I think that I'm definitely willing to do that. I just want to work, so here I am.
Do you know, the last 2 fights I have hard time, catch weight, and the 145 is my division. I want to show all my fans why I'm 10 years undefeated, 12. And then Saturday, I'm going to be amazing show and be violent, be cyborg.
Well, obviously we're both Invictus champions. I feel like I'm a champion. I'm top in the world, and I'm the best one in my weight class. That's what you got to believe. So I'm willing to take any fight. I'm here to work. I'm here to prove to myself that I'm the best, and I got to fight everybody in the way. I don't care what it takes or what I got to do. So training partner-wise, I train with guys and girls. So I think that you get different competition when you train with girls. You can't just train with guys. So I mix it up a little bit, but and I train with real competition. I don't train with guys that are so much better than me. They shut me down, and I can't actually work. So I train with real competitive training partners, and I think that's what brings out the best in me. And I think I'm going to put on a show and prove a lot of people wrong, and hopefully come out with the win.